There we go. That should add us onto the stream. Let's get some music going. That's set up. And share stories so that other people can see it. There we go. Let's pull up some props from the Suntel village. I'm thinking like building or two, just really quickly. Download. It's not quite the same style as we want, but it's pretty close. I want to do work on the house now. Yeah, let's do some work on the house tonight. So 3D art, house, the house. Pop into Blender. Click on, cannot read file, no says file directory. Okay. So I may have removed it. So let's go open. Unity projects, raw art, house. There we go. There we go. And I'm also going to go into check out the house as a reference. Well, not the house, but the anime as a reference. Pretty sure that you see the interior of the house a few times. Yeah, here we go. So, it's the exterior of the house. I'm going to put it onto the other screen. There we go. Yeah, she sees the house. I actually see the door. I'm going to do that later. So the interior of the house has these beams like this. Actually seem a little bit smaller than they are on the outside of the house. Okay, let's keep watching. So the main room, I see the main room is like maybe like half the house, and then there's the bottom part is here, and then it goes in a little bit, and there's like a balcony around here and some stairs going up on the right side if we're looking at the front of the house, and then there's like 2 rooms. Okay, I'm actually thinking that maybe what might be a good idea is to have the exterior of the house and the interior of the house as two separate game objects, so that I could put backface cull on it and then work on the interior separately from the exterior. Okay. Yeah. I don't have these as backface backface cull, but okay. So copy. Copies your selected objects. Darn. So obviously if I delete, oops. Oh. Okay, but this is part of the same object. So can I detach? That doesn't sound right. Detach as, oh, okay. Yeah, let's detach that as house underscore interior. Okay. Oh, look at this. House interior. And we'll also have house exterior. I can turn this on or off. The only thing is exterior currently has this should grab a little bit more than I want, so let's just select that, and delete. So now I have the exterior of the house as one object and the interior of the house as another object. Okay, and I should be able to go into this mode. And I would like to have this as backface cull, not gonna lie. Maybe I need to have a, let's look this up. So, Blender backface culling. Let's see what these guys say over here. Material preview, look dev. In material preview look dev rendering mode using Eevee engine. What? This is in Blender. Okay, sure. To enable or disable, select the object for which back faces are to be called in. Then material properties, scroll down to the settings option and click backface called check. Okay. Sure. So I select that one, I go down to materials. I only have the base material, so it should be fine. And I scroll down to backface color. And then if I set myself to this, aha, there we go. Now I can see through it. Here we go. So now I can see both, and I can see through it. And when I want to hide the exterior, I can bloop. There we go. There we go. There we go. I should be able to flip these faces. Wasn't it in here? Fill, beautify face. No? Is it with a right click? Flip normal. Okay. I was confused. So you select everything, and then I do a little flip normal. And yeah, it's right here. I was gonna say, and I instantly forget where it is, but I didn't. Everything is fine. Select this and this. Flip normal. Okay, so select this. That all seems okay. Select everything. Normal. There we go. Okay, so we can turn that off. Let's make sure we have this on both sides, I think. So select this, select them all. Okay. Here's something. Are these backface called? They might be. It feels like they are. Oh, I'm changing my languages. Cool. Keep forgetting that there's a hotkey for that. Let's select everything and do a little back flip normal here. Yeah, they were. Is there anything else I'm missing? Perhaps here these seem okay. They don't seem inside out. Alrighty. Let's go back to here. So select this, select this. I'm going to put myself into this view real quick, and I should have access to this. Okay, can I select this one? No. Oops. Whoa. Select this. Here we go. I should be able to do it this way. So deselect that, deselect that, deselect that. And if I go back to here, oh no, I didn't work. Alright, well let's start by, I should be moving them both at the same speed, same time. Okay, where's this closest point then? There we go. Alright, now if I go to here, I should be able to pull them out slightly. Like that. I think it's not more than that. Yeah, it's not more than that. Like that. There we go. So now I think I've gotten all the backface backfaced faces flipped. that off, and it looks okay. Now I go into the interior, so I should very simply select these two faces. Oops. We have to turn that off now. Or not. Or not. Alright, let's move this up. Fascinating, Captain. Let's put this up to here for now. And I'm going to take these two edges, so this one, oops, no, this one right here, this one right here. It's not liking me. It's not liking me do what I'm doing. This one right here, here we go, and this one right here, here we go. There we go. I think that's pretty good. Okay, so let's select the faces in the back. Here we go. Select that. We're going to pull this back. Now, I want space for a room down here and another room up here, and I think the upstairs room can be like that big. So let's move this over to at least here. It feels too small though. Let's move it on to here. Extrude. Let's do a simple extrude, and it looks like it's pretty on point. So like that. Then we can have an upstairs and a little bit of space for a bedroom or something. I'm thinking I could have the stairs leading up here. Maybe even like these beams can be sunken in a little bit. I think they should. That's a good idea. They just stick out way too much. Okay. So move back onto the exterior wall stuff. Select all of our exterior wall parts over here. As such. Oops, not that one. This one, nope. This one over here. Thank you very much. And then we're going to just push it back into the wall a little bit. Here we go. Here we go. This is pretty good. This one I want to stick out a little bit more. So these ones I guess I'll want to move in. Oops. I see. I can see from the inside now, that's pretty good. I'm going to something like that. There we go. That's pretty good. For some reason it's going further in this side than the other side, which doesn't make a lot of sense because I've been doing it equally. Okay, let's undo that because they were equal. What we're going to do then is grab these and make these stick out a little bit more. As such. There we go. And on the outside these stick out more so that the top beams, so we're going to do that here as well. And just a little bit more, as such. There we go. And I'm going to want my top thing to be sticking out as well. So we're going to fix this up a little bit more. And then we're going to make sure that this sticks out in here. And it's going to be, like I said last time, some fake walling. Just got a message from my cousin. It says that he's at work, so he can't watch the stream. That's okay. That's okay. Let's have it like the other one, so sticking in almost just underneath this. Let's move these in. And something like that. I'm going to take these off now. Let's push that in. And now we'll go do the interior wall again. So let's grab these guys. Oops, I clicked on the wrong one. Let's do that. And we're going to push that in once more. Make sure there's a nice amount of stick here. And I'm just going to hide the interior for a moment because I want to have access to this. And we'll make sure that all of this is probably a faster way of doing this. Sounds like there should be a faster way of doing this. This is okay, we're just going to select them one by one for now. And now we're going to unhide the interior and we're going to pull that out. As such, make sure that the entirety of it is poking out. There we go. Alright, back to the interior now. I should... There we go, I unselected it. Oh, that's good now. So I do think that I somehow made this off-center. This seems pretty centered. This... I just realized I'm missing a board. A beam, rather. Alright, that's probably what's happening there. So what we're going to do is just go on the exterior once more of the house. Oh, no, I do see a beam. It may be inverted. Alright, so let's do a little flip normal. That does seem to be the reason. And now we can see the beam. There we go. Is there any other beams having that sort of issue? There we go. So we're going to select the interior cube once more. I'm just going to do house. I'm going to rename it exterior here. Once again, house exterior, house interior. Let's just do that. I can never remember which one that Unity actually uses, so let's just keep this ball rolling. So now we're back on our house interior. I'm going to select the very tippy top here. And now I don't actually remember what it looks like in the anime, or if you see it in the anime, so I'm just going to improvise a little bit here. Ooh, I just realized I'm missing this. Here we go. Now let's move this upwards, and we'll do it up to this. Very good. Cool. Let's see the exterior. I believe there are a few windows. Here we go. This window right here. That does not currently exist in the interior. Now, I need to remember, did I just do like this one, which would have been smart, or did I actually make the shape directly on the mesh? Let's find out. I made it on the mesh. Alright. Alright. That does actually... How do I want to do this? I do want this... Obviously, I want this on the interior over here. The only thing is, as I was worried... worried that it would be part of this, so I wouldn't be able to just extrude it. However, these aren't. So what I can do with these is the same thing I did up there. So these should already be there. Let me just double check with the see-through. They do have a width to them. So if I make this at the exact same place on the other side and push it inwards, I should be able to bump into that. Alright, let me see the reference material real quick. Not that one, this one over here. Do we see that window at any point? I don't believe we do. Not from the inside anyway. Oh, yes you do. You actually do. Okay, so on the inside, whereas on the outside, let me just bring this back. Whereas on the outside you have a nice clear frame and it goes in. On the inside, it just kind of like is a hole in the wall that goes to this frame and kind of inset. So let's turn this off, switch this over to the interior. I'm just going to hide the exterior altogether so that with backface call I can see inside here. And now I need to have the window at the correct space, and honestly I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. Let me see this real quick. So yeah, it does go down. This lines up. This line up here lines up, but this one does go down to down here. So I'm going to have to mess around with this quite a bit, I believe. Alright, let's go back to this once more, hide the exterior, and make some cuts. Looks about right. Oh, actually, is that cut lined up with this? Looks like it might be. Okay, so let's make another cut. Here. Okay, so let's give it a test. I'm going to take my newly made square here. I'm going to extrude it. Let's just put ourselves in the right view. Oops, no, I would like to. Oh, it doesn't like that. Okay, I'm just going to do this. Too far. Just stick it out and I will be able to see on the other end how big it is in the spacement. And what I see is it's not so bad. Okay. So let's line this up with the border itself and then push it in, and then I can have a little space where the border, there is an interior border before it gets to the glass. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So I'll put myself into this view. Ooh, It's actually very difficult to see, but should be fine. I'm going to select this and the lower one over here, and we're going to move this over with the transform tool all the way over here. There's probably a better way of doing this, but I think this will be fine now. There we go. And I'm going to select this and this, and we're going to do the same thing once more over here. Ooh, you know what? I just realized I was doing exactly what I was thinking that I shouldn't do. So select these two, yes, but also select this. I'm going to put myself in top view. There we go. Here we go. Oh wait, is this the window? Yes, that is the window. So I actually put it at the wrong place over here. It should be going over there. Alright, so let's move this over here. Line this up with that window. There we go. And we'll move this over here to fit in with the window. Perfect. And I'm going to select the bottom ones. There we go. And move this down to here. So this should... Ooh, let me see that again. I'm not convinced about this point here. Here we go. Go. So let's go back into this view. I now have access to this once more, so we'll select the face. Oh, it is just one big face. Okay. And I'm going to inset this a little bit in that direction. Just have the windows kind of wooden area around it. And I'm going to do another thing here. Here we go. Select the exterior one. I'm just going to select all of this, and we're going to scale this so it fits into the area. And then I'm going to go back to the interior. I don't think I made this wide enough, so let's just... wide enough? Yeah, the wooden part. There we go. So now I have a window on the inside and the outside. Perfect. I have my big wooden beams. I have a little bit of an inset with the window there. And my next and last window is back here for the rooms back there. And I believe my staircase would be here, so it wouldn't be there. Okay. Let's hide the exterior once more so I have a better idea of what I'm staring at. With the back face call on, of course. Here we go. Just gonna go ahead and give it a little save here. announced it on my wife's Discord channel. See if anybody comes in. Says hello. This should be fine. This as well. Let's give it a little test, mostly with the fixes I've done for the exterior of the house here. And go over here, export, FBX. I'm not going to change the sets first because I can never remember how I set it up. Just the meshes, please. And we're going to house FBX right here, export FBX, there we go. And now if I go into Unity, wonderful. Very nice. So I now have my house, and it looks like the backface call things are visible once more. This is quite nice. Okay, and I think I'm going to move the floor down here, but not right now. Let's give it a test. It's been a while. I definitely want to reuse some of these textures. It's very nice cartoon hand-drawn wood that I can reuse here. Yeah. All right. I'll get my VR headset. And I'm back. And bumping into things with my controllers. Fantastic. Alright, so let's just get in and see if everything is working. Should be fine though. My hands are present, I can move them. Oh yeah, the clouds! Woo! I got the shadows working for the clouds the other day. I had completely forgotten about the clouds, they're so pretty. Moving way too fast, but very pretty. Some of them are also very fat. I'm not sure about that yet. Oh, that's right. Let's go take a quick look over this. So yeah, these are the textures I'm going to be looking at. I could reuse a lot of these, the foliage. I don't know if you can see it on your screen, but there's a bit of a weird effect around my hand. I'm not sure if that's the VR headset or if it's some of the textures that I have up, shaders. Reuse the mirrory window effect for their windows, and it should be good. So let's go look at our work in progress. There we go. Ooh, that's some Z fighting there. Okay, let's go take a look inside and try not to make ourselves sick. I don't know if I'll be able to. So yeah, you can actually see, I hope you can't see the flickering textures down there. You can see the window here. Let's move up to it. So, window, I think I like this, the look of this. I'm liking the look of the interior. I get the impression in the anime that it's quite larger, but I think it's one of those things, whereas in the world of the hand-drawn, you don't have to worry about actual sizes on the exterior and interior. I still feel like this is a pretty good size of a house, to be honest, based off of what I saw. Ooh, the clouds are purple. I have to change that. Maybe I'll get my helper back later this evening, or maybe not. He can help me out with the fog color and all that jazz. Okay. Now that I've cut off the exterior of the house to the interior of the house, I'm half tempted to just start putting some textures on it and see if I can reuse the textures that I see on this house right over there. I think it's a pretty good idea. Giant cotton ball clouds there. Oh, the sunrise is very pretty. Okay, enough staring at my sky. Let's get back to this. So I have a better idea of where I'm going, but I think I want to see some color on my house, even if it's not finished. I'll do some very kind of bastardized version of unwrapping as well. So if I'm just using these as flat materials, which they might be doing as well actually. Say the roof, right? Looks like absolutely everything is separated and have their own. Oh yeah, look at this, wooden planks, their own texture. Okay, so that should mean that I'll have access to these materials when I'm doing this. So on the house, we have the exterior, we have the interior. Right now we're just using gray. So let's do that. Let's cut up the exterior and give it some materials and hopefully some unwrapping. But I don't have the most experience with unwrapping in Blender. Alright, let's focus on this for now. So we're going to have one that's going to be roofing. We're going to have a new one that's going to be wooden beam. Sure. I'm going to have another one that's going to be glass. Here we go. So let's select this, and in this case, because of how I did it, also that. And we're going to apply glass to it. There we go. Oh, plaster, that's right. Let's add plaster. So, plaster. Let's select this and this for the roofing. That is correct. Let's, you know what? Oh, this is all roofing, eh? Fascinating. Okay, let's select our wooden beams. Now let's select all of this, because I'm fairly certain most of it is going to be plaster. Yeah, except for this, 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 this. All that is going to be plaster without the wooden frame, of course. And this is all plaster. So if I select this, it says roofing. Okay. Assign. There we go. It's like this. This is going to be, I'm going to put it to wooden beam. This is going to be glass. All this is going to be wooden beam. And then I'm going to do the same for glass. is selected. Here we go. There we go. Let's just select all of that. Here we go. Select these. Oh, I just got a massage. Massage over from Etienne. Hello, Etienne. I'm going to select some of this, some of that, some of this, some of that. And I'm now realizing after all this time that my playlist has moved on to something else. Oh well. This channel is monetized anyway, so let's not worry about that. Okay, and all of this will be put to wooden beams. And we'll do the same thing here as I did the other time. So wooden beam, assign, glass assign. We'll select this and this. This is all wooden beam, assign. And we're also going to do this one. Select everything, wooden beam, assign. There we go. Very cool. Very cool. Alright, let's have a... And this is going to look absolutely horrible in VR, but... or in Unity rather, once I put the materials on it, because the UVs are just not done on this house, but I just want to see it with color right now. So FBX, house FBX, everything is still set up the same way, so export. And here we go, it's updated itself. Now if I click on the house and I select it, I have access to glass roofing, wooden beam. That's very interesting because I'm fairly certain I assigned plaster. Let's select this. No, I did not. Well, that would explain it. Let's select all this. Deselect. Wife is sneezing in the background. Everything is fine. No one's dying. I don't even know if the mic picked that up. Alright, let's select that, let's select that, let's select that. Here we go. Here we go. So all this, assign it to plaster. And now if I save once more and do another export with the FBX on the house, of course, export FBX. And we're going to go back to Unity. There should be an update. It's not updating. Ooh. Okay, well, we'll get back to that after. So right now let's select that and write in glass perhaps. Either glass or window is my guess, okay. Window. That doesn't seem right. Okay, let's select this one. Revert, it's fine. Select this. So we select a window, and we've selected the window material. Perfect, so that is exactly what that is. So, let's select off, select back, select the house. Ah, see, it's updated. So this is indeed a window. And I'm going to apply that. Oh, look at that. Look at that effect, that's so good. Okay, so select this. We have wooden planks and wall. Wall, I believe, is the plaster. Yeah, it looks like it is. So select this, and we're going to have plaster be wall. Here we go. Roofing will be roof. Let's have it as red roof for now. and wooden beams will have it to apply that. Oh, look at that. Ah, it's not done right. I love it. Okay, and finally let's take a look at the beam. Wooden planks is what it's called. So select this, select, and we'll call it wooden planks. Here we go, apply. Ah, there we go, my beautiful child. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. What have I done? Okay, let's do this a little bit better now. At least there's some color on it. Perfect. Alright, let's go back into Blender here. And we're going to select the roof. The entire roof. And we're going to do a little unwrap. So let's see if I can remember how to do this. UV, unwrap. Unwrap. Okay. Select absolutely everything here, and we're going to try that again. Unwrap. Let's do a save, do an export. Now, if I was smart, I'd bring the textures into this, and then I could actually see what I'm doing. But I'm not. So let's go over here. I think that's fixed the walls. But yeah, I'm going to have to do what I just said and like do this properly because I have no idea of scale when I'm doing these unwraps right now. So the next obvious thing for me to do would be to select the wall. Wall albedo smoothness. And let me see if I can wall albedo smoothness. Okay, can I open this up in Explorer, please? And I know you can't see what I'm doing right now in Blender, but that's fine. Surface. Use nodes. Service printables. Base color. I should be able to select a image texture, and then I'm going to select that, open this, add this in, and then I should have wall albedo smoothness. There we go. Open image. There we go. And it's not going to be exactly what I have in Unity, of course, but it should be not too bad. There we go. So let's select the red roof, and okay, the albedo is white, and I add a color. Oh, so I would be able to give it whatever color I want. That is fantastic. Once again, roof albedo smoothness. So let's go back to this over here. Roof albedo smoothness, and we're going to select roofing, and I'm going to change base color for texture image, open, and loop. As such. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. And finally, wooden beam. So wooden planks. Oh, interesting. Okay, and that is once wood 1. Okay, so let's do that. Wood 1 albedo smoothness. So I'm going to do the same on the wood albedo smoothness, and then I'll bring everything back. Image texture, open. Here we go. So wood 1 albedo smoothness, open. There we go, and I'll bring it back so you can see the magnificence that is the base textures and such. Very good. Exterior, we're going to make sure we have that selected, select the entirety of the roof, and we're going to go into UV editing mode. So as you can see, it's currently just using a very small section of the entirety of that. So we're going to move this over. Here we go. This doesn't do what I want it to, however, so we're going to put this dead center as such, and I'm going to stretch this out as such, and I'm going to stretch it out past the borders. And the idea here, I'd like to see it. Okay. So this one seems to be in the right direction. This one does not. The idea here is that these UV textures actual tile endlessly. So if I just keep going, you see there's more and more of them. So I can do it something like this, and then maybe try to line the last two up a little bit. Very good. So if I understand correctly, this is this side. Let's select the faces if it's possible, as such. Now if I just move that, okay. Can I do that? Okay, that seems doable. I just did a -1 on it, except it seems to affect the other side. Okay. In this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, as selecting it and then going into this view only has this, only select this. Here we go. Oh, that does reselect this though. Okay, let's unselect this one as such. And then, if I change this, does it change the other? It does not, so I could do -1 now. And move this back down. Let's have it both here so I know where they start. And then I can select this one, and of course everything on the sides. Here we go. That's very interesting. Interesting. Okay. Sure. And we're going to move this up here as such. And that should give us these tiles on either side. So I'm going to do a quick save and a quick export just to see the end result in Unity, but that should be good. There we go. You see it's using the actual texture that I gave it in Unity, so we have a nice roofing texture here. I'm going to do the same for the plaster areas now. And what does the plaster look like? Okay, it needs to be quite small. Okay. Let's go back into Blender. And now we're going to select absolutely everything and then deselect the things that we don't want. So deselect that, because those are going to be wood, of course. That. And this and this. As such, and I'll do the front window as well, so none of that. that, and the top. Here we go. So let's go into the UV and oh my gosh, I just realized that the side meeting is actually almost as loud as I am. Wonderful. Let's do a live unwrap. Continuously unwraps the selected while transforming pink vertices. Interesting. Oh, I see what it's trying to do. Okay. Oh. Interesting. So it is actually grabbing sections of the roof. I don't know if I want that. Because it's hidden anyway. I don't even think I need that. So let's hide the interior. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So what happens if we go and do a... Oh, okay. Unwrap? Okay. Is there like an equivalent of a box unwrap? Transform, mirror, snap. Live unwrap. Interesting. So what I'm going to do, I've just taken a decision here, is I'm going to select faces like this, and instead of trying to unwrap the entire thing, I'm just going to do this and do an unwrap. There we go. And then I'll do the same for the back. Here we go. This one is on the side though, so I am going to rotate this 90 degrees. Just make sure that it's essentially the same direction as the other one, so we don't have plaster that looks a little bit odd. I'm hoping anyway. Let's do an unwrap over here. See, it did it again. So let's do a -90. There we go. Move this down to here. And then finally for the front, select all these things one by one. There we go. And now if and of course the window and the door is not selected, so unwrap. My cat is telling me that it's supper time. So it is, cat. So it is. Alrighty. So now we're going to select all of these. You know what? Select absolutely everything. And then deselect these once more. This time around, I should be able to have a better effect on everything, but this should be fine. So I'm seeing why they unwrapped, or they split things up by objects in the other one, but I think that might be a little bit much. There we go. And select this over here, and this. Hello, Pucci. Would you like to say hello to the stream? No, she wants to lick my finger. Yeah, she's getting hungry. Alrighty, so let's just select all this, look at it in front of you, and I promise, Pucci, I'm gonna give you food after this. And just scroll this down until we have something like maybe this. The plaster would be pretty good at that size. It's nice over here. Something like this, I think. Okay. And now we're going to save. I'm going to pet the cat. Yes. And then I'm going to export FBX. Export. And look at it here. Ah, much better for the plaster now. See? Much more of a plastery effect. We'll have the wood to do next. we're doing well. So I'm going to leave you for just a moment as I go feed the cat, and then I'll be back. And we are back. Okay. Let's take a good look at these. I'm sorry if my mic is picking up the munching. I found myself some mini wheats. Okay, so let's go back into Blender. Let's see what we can do about this wood grain. We want them to be along the lines of the beams. If I select everything currently, and I go into the unwrap, it looks like everything kind of turned. And rotate. Huh. Okay. I see. So is this a face or no it's not? Alright, I see what's happening then. there's a way to like create a seam, what it's called, just like a seam in clothing where the UV map kind of meets. I'm going to check out how to do that once more. So, under UV seams, okay, let's take a look at this. Control E to mark seam. Control E again to clear seam. So select this here. Oh, I already have it. So Control E. Oh, that doesn't do what I think it does. Oopsie. Oh, okay. Alright, so let's select everything and select everything here as well. That's interesting. Faces. Okay. Interesting. Unwrap, and we're going to unwrap it. Alright. There's nothing down there, is there? There is mesh up there. Okay. So I'm going to select this. I guess I left it there because it can be. You're never going to see it, so I'm getting rid of it. Delete that. Okay. So select these beams once more and do another unwrap. Ah, there we go. So now you see we have these nice lines in the wood. We want the grain to be lined up a little bit different, so let's do this. Here we go. That's pretty good wood grain. I expected it to be a little bit too close, but it's not bad. Okay, let's take a look at Unity. Oh yeah, let's go take a look. So export FBX on the house. Now if I go over here, there we go. This is what it gives us. Not looking at the other beams, of course, just this one. I think that's actually a pretty good size. Every situation. So let's select that, do a little oops, select that, do a little 90-degree turn. That's pretty good. This up here. There we go. This is going to be a little bit of Z fighting. That is a problem for another day though. Alright, so now it's just time to mark a bunch of seams, I guess. So let's do that. So let's mark. Oh yeah, that's just fire, was it? I think it's all different. So we got a bunch of seams, and now I'm going to put myself in face mode. I'm going to select this, and I'll just see what happens. How I put these seams. I do that's pretty good. Okay. Good, that's very good. However, the grain is too small, so let's grow it out so it's close to that one. The cat decided she's being best. Yeah, you walk over there. There we go. This is like this, and I think this one will screw up because of the top. But let's check. So if I do an unwrap, no, it didn't. Alright. Maybe I was smarter than I give myself credit for. So let's put this to 90 degrees. Just make sure it's approximately the same size. I think this looks pretty good. Oh my gosh, my cat's being such a pain right now. What are you doing, Ada? Looking for trouble? Did you find any? 90 and doesn't have to be exact, but I get them every tree is a little different. So this the grain. So something like that. What are you doing, cat? Come over here. Over here. Is there anything you want to tell me? There isn't? You want to run away? You want to run away? There you go. Alright, let's select all of this. Wrap. And yeah. Jeez, I don't even remember having removed the caps on that one. I'm glad I did. I'm going to scale this down. Something like this. And select all of these. And all this. And unwrap. Oh, I decided to flip myself on the side. Let's do a little minus 90 on this. Scale it down to something like this. I don't want those two lines to connect. Give the impression it's part of the same post. Not in this case anyway. Can I do it on multiple ones at the same time? Is the next question. So if I select this, I think I answered that earlier. So unwrap. Yes, but there must be a face. I'm not seeing here. So select that. I don't see. Put myself in this view. I see it here, right there. We don't need that face. We don't need that face. Alright. So let's select this and this once more. And we're going to get everything selected here. Everything selected. And unwrap. Interesting. Interesting. I'm going to scale this to something like this. Move this over to a random location such as this. Let's go. Just so it gives a little bit more variation. Okay, we're going to select the last two posts. Select everything and do oh, I already did that one. I only need this post. Select everything and do an unwrap. There we go. We're going to give it a little rotation of 90 degrees so that the grain aligns with the rest. To scale it down just a little bit and to work out to here. As such, I think that's pretty good. So I save. And ooh, I think I did do this correctly. So I selected everything on that. And I'll do everything on this one. Select everything. UV, unwrap. And we're going to give it a little rotate. direction, just like the others. There we go, and the gradient is way too small on these, so let's bump it up. Something like that. The rest of the wood here. So I'm going to give it a good little save and a little export because I want to see what it looks like in Unity. And there we go. Now we're back in Unity. I haven't done these side wavelengths, but as you can see, I now have some nice wood here. Beams. It's getting there. It's getting there. It's no longer gray. That's so good. And I'll definitely be able to reuse some of these textures on other stuff. Oh, very cool. What else can I do? I guess I could do the chimney as well. Remind myself how this is done. I think this part is plastered, this part is stone. I just want to double check on that. So let's go over to our reference. Take a look, and it's not quite plaster, but I think for our uses, okay, fine. Let's use that over there. I could also change the color of the roofing, actually. Let's do that. House, select house, red roof. I'm going to make a new one. Just duplicate it, and I'm going to rename it to orange, I guess. Orange. Oh, they have it roof red. Let's do orange. There we go. So roof orange. I'm going to select the color that I want, and that color is orange color. Something like that. It's from memory, of course. So select that, select this, and roof red will be orange now. Apply. There we go. That looks orange. Very good. Okay, before I go any further, I'm going to go to my materials, and I'm going to add one for the stonework. So let's add this one over here, and I'm going to add stonework, just like that. And I am going to do the same as the other one, so let's find out what that stonework is on the house. It's not actually cobbly like this. I'm hearing sounds from across the room. I'm worried. Stone wall. So stone wall is using this texture called Masonry 1 Albedo Smoothness. So I'm going to stonework, base color. We didn't see it last time. We'll do it now. So image texture, open, and if I paste this here, it'll bring me here. Mason 1 Albedo Smoothness is what we want. Perfect. That would be stonework. So now I'm going to select the exterior. I'm in the correct mode. I'm going to go ahead and select everything for now, and to make sure that this is plaster inside. And then I'm going to. I can't do that. I was wondering if I could control minus on that, but I can't. Let's just go in here. Like this, and this one will indeed be stonework. Okay, let's do the unwrap for this next. So first things first, we're going to want to make some seams. Select this. Now something I don't know is if there's a face under here, so let's check that out first. There does seem to be one, so let's remove that. We don't need that. There we go. Let's go rest I'll do differently. So essentially the idea here is I select the faces for our stonework. Right here. As such. As such. And now I should have access to all that over here. So if I click on UV unwrap, that is not what I want. Alright, let's select this, and this, and do it this way. So UV unwrap, that is closer to what we want. So we have nice lined up bricks here. I'll do the same for this actually, because that part isn't that important part I was just looking at. And we'll have ourselves a nice little unwrap. There we go. And then finally we can also do it here. I don't know how well this will work. Unwrap. Oh, it's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. And it's not that important, like I said. So let's just scale this way up. Something like that. There we go. Do the same thing over here. And we'll have a little unwrap. And interesting. So select everything. Just like that. Once again, not super important. That's not a part that we want to see much of. I would like to think. Select everything and unwrap. There we go. And then finally this. So select, 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 and then these ones as well. There we go. And we're going to scale that up until we find the size that feels pretty good. Here we go, maybe something like that. Okay. And I'm also going to move these, because right now there's a cut right in the middle of it, and I don't want that. So let's just move these down to here. We're actually going to scale this up, you know what? See if I can take advantage of the little thing here. There we go, something like that. It's pretty good. It's far from perfect, like I said, but got something functional here. That's the important part. And then I'm going to select all of this. Oh, I think I forgot that part there. And let's just... I think this has such, actually. Yeah. There we go. And judging by this, do something like this. Actually, let's do a unwrap and see what we get. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Okay. What we need is the blaster effect. Actually, if I put it bigger, it would be a slightly different blaster effect. Let's do that. Let's just leave it like that. So save once more and export. And FBX. Export FBX. There we go. Okay, I have some smoothness issues, but other than that, we have a house, and it's not gray anymore. Still a lot of work to be done on it, but hopefully that's going well. Let's fix the mesh smoothing groups, whatever it's called. So select this, select this, select this, select this, and all of this. And if you click on face and shade smooth, ooh, interesting. Okay, let me see if I can Times custom properties to measure tab. There's a way to go and change those numbers. I just can't remember it right now. Toggle transform instance face shade flat. No, that's definitely not it. Smooth shade smooth. Dimensions, that's not it. Maps, auto smooth. 30 degrees. Let's put this up to like 45. Here. Now I can save, and if I go over to an export FBX, then look at it in Unity once more. There we go. It's a bit better. Oh, hello, other house. Okay. I think that's pretty good for now. I want to know about the smoke. Yeah, I like this particle system. Smoke, God rays, candle, fire. Oh, very interesting. Okay, I think we're good on this one now. Just hide this one. And I'm going to on the house add the smoke. I think that's pretty good. Oh, I can't do that like this. I'm sorry. Let's add this over here. Smoke. Call this house smoke. Sure, why not? Underscore. Let's do this way. So up here, and no perspective, so I know exactly where I'm placing this. And then if I go back here on the side, I'll put this over here, and now we have perspective once more. Okay, we're getting somewhere. What else can I do for now? Look at these. These are pretty cool. This is flowers. Select. Looks like, yeah, well, building modules here. I have flowers. I could add this up here. I think that'd be good. House. Flowers. Beside this, and I'll add flowers. I'm sorry. Okay, someone got a V on that. Double V. House underscore flower 1. And it's that. This, I think. This one right over here. Sure. like to latently steal from this house? No, not currently. So Islands 2 Electric Boogaloo now has some textures, some mirrors. Oh, I want to see this in VR now. Let's go take a look. Colors. Yeah, colors. Hello, Etienne. Welcome to the stream. About to go into VR, so we'll take a bit of a better look at the house. Just a moment. There we go. So now I go into VR. And I'm gonna bug out a little bit as my hands come back and are along the other side. Oh, is there a cloud in front of the sun? Oh, I guess so. I need to fix the clouds. Here we go. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Let's go take a look at these. Look at that. I've got some reflection. It's not perfect, mind you. There's no actual like reflection of stuff for this. It's okay. Let's take a further away look at it. Just flip over. Yeah, it's coming along really nicely. So I got little flowers there. The sun is shooting downwards in the distance, hiding behind clouds. It's coming along. Those clouds move way too fast, but look at the sunset colors. It's great. So Etienne, if you wanted something to mess around with, the fog color and the sunset color, if we could get those to like link up just at the right time, the right timing, I think that'll look really nice. Yeah, and I'll try to fix the issue with the clouds. There's a lot of them and they move really fast and they kind of just cut off over there, so I'll make them head off further in the distance in all directions. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Let's get back out of VR here for a second. There we go. And now I've taken the VR headset off again. I think we're getting along quite well. I've been saving as I go, so I shouldn't have the same crashing issue that I had last time. I'll take a look at those clouds once more though. Clouds. Multiple cloud systems. Can I select more than one at the same time? Yes, I can. So, select all these clouds. Speed is 1. Restart. Let's see if I crash it this time. No, I do not. This time. This may crash it. Ooh, I don't like this. Okay, I may very well have crashed it again. I wasn't looking into the clouds really this time around, so I'll give it a few minutes, and if that doesn't work, I'll call the stream for tonight, and we'll come back to the clouds next time, because I don't like the particle system way that I've currently set this up. I don't think that's the best. I'll just sit back and wait for now. Once that reaches 3 minutes, I'm sure 3 minutes. Once that reaches 3 minutes, I'm going to call it for tonight. Oh gosh, okay, it did actually load. Oh, there's so many clouds now though. Okay. I kind of want to see what this gives in VR, but it must be so heavy. So heavy. Alright, I'm undoing the change that I just did because this is madness. Oh, it's not like it is. There we go. Just get our frame rate back here. Just leave that out for now. It's absolutely nothing in the world except for this one little house. Fantastic. There we go. So it's verging on 9 o'clock now. I still have some more work to do on these parts here. Oh gosh, I'm missing this beam completely. I'll have to check on all that. There's some work to do on like the non-front part, even on the front part as well. Actually, now that I look at it, but I think this is gonna be it for tonight. We finally have some color on this little house, and I think it's a good place to stop. So if you're joining me after the fact, after the stream, thank you for getting to this point. Yeah, be at ease to come and join me. I should be doing these pretty much every Tuesday, but so far, like every attempt at having some sort of stable schedule has failed. So we'll see. So yeah, thanks, and have a great time. Great evening.